Hey everyone, when we talk about housing today, it often feels like we're stuck. It's too expensive, our neighborhoods can feel disconnected, but what if there's another way? Today, we're going to talk about a powerful idea that could totally reshape how we think about our homes and our communities. It's all about rediscovering some amazing housing choices that have been hiding in plain sight.
So, just for a second, close your eyes. When I say the word home, what pops into your head? Is it a big house, white picket fence, a yard for the dog, or maybe it's a slick, modern apartment way up in a skyscraper? Chances are, for most of us, it's one of those two things.
And yeah, this is pretty much the choice we're given, right? On one side, you've got the classic single-family home out in the sprawling suburbs. It's often car-dependent and honestly can feel a little isolating. On the other side, you have these massive high-rise apartment towers in dense cities. They're super efficient, shared, but living there can also feel pretty anonymous. It's like we have to choose between two extremes.
But what if that's a false choice? What if there's a whole world of options in between those two poles that could give us the best of both worlds? Well, that's where things get really interesting. This is what planners and architects are calling the missing middle. And it's not some brand new crazy invention. It's actually more like we're rediscovering a way of building that used to be totally normal.
So let's get a clear definition. The term was coined by an architect named Daniel Perolik. And missing middle housing is basically a range of buildings that look like they're house-sized, but they actually have multiple homes inside. The key here is that they fit right into a neighborhood of single-family homes without sticking out like a sore thumb, and they're perfect for creating walkable communities.
And this visual just nails the whole idea. Look at the far left. That's your typical single-family house. On the far right, you see those bigger mid-rise apartment buildings. And look at all that stuff filling the gap. That's it. That's the missing middle. We're talking duplexes, townhouses, cottage courts, a whole family of different housing types.
Okay, so what does this actually look like on the ground? Let's take a quick tour of a few of these missing middle housing types. You'll see just how they can make a street feel more alive and diverse. All right, our first stop is a personal favorite of mine. It's a type of housing that is literally designed to build community from the ground up. It's called the cottage court.
So check this out. A cottage court is just a little cluster of small individual homes, and they're all arranged around a shared green space. The whole design is about interaction, not privacy. Instead of everyone having their own fenced-off backyard, you get this shared front yard for everybody. What's so cool about this is the social side of it. When you design homes around a shared space like this, you naturally encourage people to bump into each other, to say hello. It's a really powerful way to fight social isolation, and it adds just enough people, what we call gentle density, to maybe support a little coffee shop or a corner store nearby. Okay, let's move up in scale just a tiny bit. The next one is a classic missing middle type, and it is an absolute master of disguise. I mean, look at this. At first glance, you'd probably just think that's a big, nice single-family house, right? But nope, this is a fourplex. It's cleverly designed to hold 4 separate apartments, all inside a building that has that familiar residential feel. And that is the absolute magic of the fourplex. You get 4 homes on a single lot, but you do it without dropping a giant tower in the middle of a neighborhood. Because it feels like a house, it can slide right into an existing street, adding more housing choices without totally changing the character of the place. And for our last stop on the tour, let's look at a type that actually mixes our home life with small-scale businesses to create really vibrant streets.
This is the live-work unit, and this idea has been around forever. The concept is super simple. You've got a commercial space, like a little shop or an office, right on the ground floor, and then someone's home is directly above it.
Now, this is a real game changer for making neighborhoods feel alive. It puts eyes on the street, which makes things safer. It can literally reduce your commute to 0. And it's a fantastic launchpad for local entrepreneurs and small businesses to get their start. So, we've seen a few of the building types, but who are they actually for? Well, this is where the real power of the missing middle comes in. It's all about serving a huge variety of people. This chart breaks it down so well. A cottage court? Perfect for a retiree who wants to age in place or a single person looking for community. A townhouse is great for a young family. Those live-work units? Perfect for entrepreneurs. And duplexes and fourplexes are fantastic for all kinds of people, from singles to multi-generational families living together. It's about choices for everyone. And this quote from Professor Ellen Dunham Jones just sums it up perfectly. It's not just about cramming in more units, it's about making the whole streetscape feel connected, while giving way more choices to people, no matter their age, their income, or how big their family is.
So, when you start putting all these different housing types together, what do you get? What's the big picture result? Well, you get to build fundamentally better neighborhoods.
The idea that ties all of this together is called gentle density. And all that means is adding more homes to a neighborhood in a way that respects the feel of the place. It's about building more, but without the shock and awe of a giant high-rise suddenly appearing on your block.
And this is the goal. This is what a complete neighborhood can look like. You see a mix of housing, you see green spaces, you see people of all ages just out and about, walking, connecting. It's a place where life happens right outside your front door. It feels real.
So what's the big takeaway here? This isn't just about architecture. Gentle density has real-world benefits. It helps keep local shops in business. It helps neighbors actually get to know each other. It lets older folks stay in the community they love as they age. And, maybe most importantly, it creates more housing options that are more diverse and more attainable for all of us.
So I'm going to leave you with a little challenge. This stuff isn't a fantasy. A lot of these buildings already exist, especially in older neighborhoods built before the 1940s. So the next time you're out for a walk, I want you to look closer. Can you spot the fourplex that's disguised as a mansion? Or that charming little cottage court tucked away on a side street? You might be surprised at what's been hiding there this whole time.